Hello, welcome back to Finding the Spirits Inside. My name is Diann Henry. I am the host of this experience. And my brother Steve Henry is here, and he is the guide for finding the path and using the spirits inside each of us. Good morning, Steve. How are you?
I'm great, but let's get this straight. Let's also the same to get it straight. We're not finding the path inside. I'm going to show you the pathway to inside. The reason why I say that, we are all different characters. But I keep saying, every time you see someone on a soapbox, there's a character of people who going to hear everything they got to say. But the rest of them, it ain't going to mean nothing to them because they can't see it on the inside. Now, the thing is, you've been taught to be out looking for something. And all those things you're looking for, that's the devil. If you don't see nothing, you know what's there in front of you?
What?
The timeline up right now. But if you see anything from 3 seconds ago in your memory, in your anywhere, you know what that tells you?
What's that?
You're not in the timeline right now. It's just flowing along right now. When you come out of time, your time was right there. Now, anyone who fell out of the timeline, you can't make up the time, right? How you gonna make it up? It's 24 hours a day for you to live, and the timeline ruling 24 hours a day. You lose a step, how you gonna make it up? Now, you can't make it up. Now, the only way you can get back into the game, you got to go back to zero. You got to find somebody who can take you all the way over there. And in that journey over there, it's like the numbers. You ain't gonna add not nothing. You ain't gonna bring nothing with you. I mean, if you got anything to take them to the numbers, can you find them?
No.
Okay, so and if you wanted to find them and you taking something, are you gonna find them?
Not likely.
But if you get the numbers, what can you do with them? You can use them. You see them. You don't go out hunting numbers. But when you get it, you can see numbers is in everything. It's two of them. Everywhere they numbers, they all tied into something. And by they tied, that means you can go through all of them, right? Because it's tied into everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you hold on to one thing, where can you go?
Nowhere.
Okay, when you walking down when you run the race on the 100-yard dash, and you get 50-yard line, and your friend call you on the outside, hey, look here, you gonna stop and see?
Nope.
What happened when you stop? You expect to win then?
Nope, not hardly.
If you pay them any attention at all, then it's gonna make you run in the middle of a whole bunch of people, but you looked over there. Okay, so now if your friends see you running away from it, what you think he's gonna do? Let you go or say, hey, let me holler at you? I mean, which one do you think he's gonna say?
Probably holler at you.
Now he don't know you're going, he just see you leaving. Yeah, damn, he kind of getting away, right? Mm-hmm. Now he can't see it because why? He's outside of you or inside of you?
Outside.
He outside of you or is he inside of you? He can't see what you're doing. He just see you getting further away from him. So he holler at you. Is he inside of you or outside of you?
Outside.
Okay, now if you holler back at him, what happens inside? Do it wait on you? Squeak to a halt and wait on you to finish?
No.
Okay, but now when they get on down there and stop at the next step, at the end of the race, he can come back down there and explain to you, right?
Yes.
You see the point in it? So, in other words, can you see it? See, the whole thing is just moving along. If you ain't got nothing in front of it, you can see the whole thing. All of those things that you run out there to get with your friend, where do you think they are? They're outside of you. And if they're outside of you, everything outside of you, look, it's going to be left here. But if you can't Google and let it read off your life, from only your window can your life be printed about. If you tied yourself on to Michael Jackson, it ain't your life printed about, but you in there because you with him. You have to call it that graph with the 78 holes, 12 angle like the back was triangle. 12 going up and then going off by 12. And that graph. Yeah, can we put it up there? The handy? And not the video, just the picture. I want to know what graph is. Yeah, that graph right there. Okay, now every one of those stations got to be filled in anything on that journey. Now, if you're starting the business off, if you by yourself with something you brought from your dream, somebody got to fill in every one of them holes, you or somebody. Somebody got to be there. That 12 going straight up. But in order to, like a business or something, it's got to go out too. Because it ain't gonna stay living if you go straight up. You know that, right? If you go straight up, it's gonna be seeded. But by going out at the bottom, it's gonna always seed. It's gonna always work forever. You see what I'm saying? If you go straight up by yourself, the company it can't keep going. How can it? But if it go out first at the bottom, it broadens, it's seeding. It's gonna spread forever. Once you go off the top, it ain't gonna. How can it stop? But anytime one of those holes is blank, that don't mean people. Somebody got to handle all those. Every one of those has got the different people in the family, the different people in the business. They're all inside of that thing. Every one of those seats has got to be filled all the time. Anytime one of those seats are not filled, let's say like if you don't do, you're going through school, but you skip the 7th grade. Do you think they're gonna know what's happening at the other end? Because even if they just skip and go over it ain't gonna tie together. And if it don't tie together, what sense is it gonna make? Because you can't move nothing over to nothing. Not a single thing. In other words, it's close when you get 4.999, it's close to 5, but you can't move it over there, right? Everything the same. You can't move nothing and nothing. That's what you see when you see that. You know that stuff that passed by you. The past means it has passed by you. And if you on the going right now, that's why the book say, it keep telling you, you can't let nobody stop you from going right now, because it's a spirit. Once you see it one time, what does the math indicate? Once you see the picture of anything on the inside of you one time, it's going to recall that picture. And what was there, what's in that picture, is everything, right? When you can see, it's a window. When you see the picture of that window, when you go there, you're in it. Remember, when you see that picture from the alphabet vowel now, you got to see it continuously in a line until it start reading. When you start doing anything, you think you can tell when you start doing it? You couldn't tell the minute you started reading. You can't tell the minute you start swimming, neither driving. You just be practicing, then later on down the road, where did I get this? You don't know, you've been at it. Because your mind just has to train into it can't move. Wherever something is, the swimming, whatever, it can't move. It's in the same place. Everybody on the planet has to go to that same place to get it. The places are inside of us. But if you don't practice it, you're supposed to know they're there. You're supposed to walk into okay, now, this spot is way brighter, gazillions of times brighter than Jeff Bezos. Now, you think you can walk out there and show them how to do a spaceship in the morning?
No.
You got to start. Oh, you can go there. You know that, right? But you got to start out. It's got to start at 0. That don't mean in your life. That means when you come this way. Leave all that out there. Because if you don't, they're going to call you back, because that's your familiar. You're familiar with that. That's the temptations are inside of you. That shit out there in the world ain't nothing to nobody. It's out in the world. Ain't nothing out there can change. Back on the inside, you are inside here, but you don't know you. If you would have known you, it'd be like Mary White. It's not, it's just see, everyone who operates inside themselves, those are the ones that got the windows open. We're all different. They don't do what you do. Anybody who do what somebody else do, somebody's stuff missing. And they doing what somebody else do. So according to the math, one of y'all ain't got nothing, right?
Okay.
Everything you see is a different window that's been open. There are zillions of windows that hadn't been open. And it goes on forever. But everything, when you open, every time you see the use to talk about the words you know, somebody open up that window, we all see the same ones. But if you hold on to them first ones, you gonna ever see any other?
Nope.
Remember, you can run through every number, every math equation. All of them right here in the same place, right? In each language that we speak, we can just go off into it and we all write together. All the things that we do in this spirit, this is where we are located at. There ain't nothing out there. Just look, it's the same thing. It ain't never gonna move. And I say that because you know, if someone come when you come here, you got to go back. And then when if you get full, you can go. You got to go back. Don't get them out of context. It's all right when you realize they're in context. Yesterday was yesterday, and only right now concerning you is inside of you right now. You're right now concerning Jeff Bezos. They won't be in the same place, right? Right now, he way up there. And right now, you in the same time of the world, but you ain't up there with him. You know, and people who, once you go to working for somebody else, how you gonna be brightening up your own life? So if the children stay inside of them doing out, how you gonna be lost? Because he show them what he do. But when you train him to do what you think he ought to do, what else can he do? The seeds, it's just like they're putting the butter bean in the garden. You gonna work on it? You gonna guide it some this way or that way? You can't make it grow. You can't make it do it. It's on life only come from the inside out. It's got to come from inside that seed. When you put that seed in the ground, everything it's ever gonna be is inside the seed. Because it catches on to the tree. You can't go independently. And if you can't go independently at nothing, and it's got to be preordained, ain't the numbers all got to be already be there? Ain't the color blue got to always be there and everything is in? Isn't the color pink? Ain't it's got to be in everything that's in? Or the number 4, everything that's in right now, ain't it's got to always be there? According to the math.
Yep.
Did I get that straight?
Sure.
Well, remember now, I won't know, but if you get, I'm using you as a judge. I ain't been out there in the world. I can't see how, it's crazy now. You know, I don't see how y'all don't see it. Because all the things you can do, you got to do it from over here, right? My point being, you can't come to this side. Inside of you, there ain't nobody there but you. Ain't nothing gonna change. But if you come here, you can see everything. And if you see everything, you can, some say, hey, I see this, and they profit off of you because they keep it that way, because they got one character. But in this character, you can do all the things all the time. And it does you good when you can help somebody. Where do you see what I got? Been had all my life and been struggling. I can't even speak to my family, but you. And every damn one of them know I do everything. Always have. I ain't gonna do what they want to do. Why do you think I can't do what you want to do? I'm inside of me, I don't see none of that. Like right now, our niece, Lashada, what can you see inside of her?
Nothing.
You can see, well, yeah, yes, you can. You can see Lashada, number 37. Y'all see the same thing. Blue, 2 + 2 = 4. Those are the things in the gospel truth. Everything you know inside of there. Everybody, they're right. They're the truth. But you can't go out there in the world and use it. You can't see it. They'll call you crazy. But if they don't call you that, you're gonna be out there with them. Yeah, because what if you're not out there with them, you're on the opposite side. They have two sides. You either can be inside your skin or outside your skin. Outside your skin is an illusion. Nothing out there can move or change. Inside of your skin is everything. You just move all through all of it. But you can't hold on to that room right there, nothing out of that room, and go outside of it. It's just the illusion. You think you're out there. But if you just walk out and go out there, everything out there, this don't have you no more, right? Well, I can't see me when I look up there like I used to. So, we got the graph up there. Anyway,
And with the graph?
You cut me off on a heartbeat, but you don't know what you're cutting off. But anyway,
Are you done with the graph?
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. But okay, there we go. Now, I'm used to. I ain't in control of nothing. It's kind of hard. You think it's hard for you? It's hard for me. I'm used to be in total control of everything because it's right now.
Sorry. Yes.
It's a window. If you catch up to it one time, you always got that window. You just go right there like tap. You got to tap around till you get there. Once you get there, you ever got to tap around again? Even if you go, once you find a doctor, how it's gonna fade? It don't be on top of your mind, but so the fingers that forgot you said I do go right back time. The only time it slow down is when you're trying to think of it. Because they know what to do. Everything is once you find something, it's always there. I don't care what it is. But that's the thing that warns you. If it's always there, when you keep something you find, according to the math, where you got to be. If you go and find the numbers and you keep them, hold on to them, you just gonna pop up in the middle of the alphabet?
Nope.
And the only way you can get the alphabet, you got to walk away from the numbers, right? And you just gonna pop up in the middle of the alphabet and start H-I-J-K, or you got to go to A, B, C. So it's the same thing now, yeah, but you can't do it in a day because you don't learn it. You got to get this. You got to recognize the thing. The alphabet, the vowels, and now. But once you can see them at one time, you be in the window. It's called the foundation. Once you see that foundation, once you see when you see a continuous line of alphabet, vowel, now until you start reading, that's it. Every time you go, it adds on to it. You can't never come back. You can't never undo none of those things. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, but my thing is, if you move over to the spirit that's already doing it, ain't somebody got to have that spirit? If somebody gonna show you how to swim, are they gonna be waiting to learn how to swim too?
No.
Well, if me and you neither one can't drive, but I'm gonna show you how to do it. You think you will ever get it? I'm waiting to get mine later, but I'm gonna teach you how to drive. You gonna let me?
Nope.
Will you pay me?
Do I what?
Would you pay me to keep telling you I'm gonna give you mine when I get it in the next life?
No.
You sure you gonna pay me a little bit or something?
No mind.
Now I ain't got something. I'm waiting to get it in the next life, I believe, I hope. And you gonna pay me to let me teach you that same thing?
Nope.
That's strange. People been doing it since I've been here on the outside. Let me see now. The con man, he shows them just how, look, I got me a promise I get tonight that in the next life, I'm going to get life. Even though I come through this one, not even knowing I had it. And if you just pay me some tithes, you can come to the next life with me. That makes sense to you?
No, not really.
Do you know, do you see that with your eyes, what's going on the outside?
I know there's some, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. Now today, look right. I fight you down, kill you. If Muhammad or Jesus ain't the one that's gonna get them from way back there and we way down here. Can't nothing change. That's them people way back there thing. That was they step. How it's gonna get down here? You supposed to be right now step down there, Jeff Bezos in there. If you learning back there, can't nothing change. You got to move through the thing. If it's 1,000,000 years and you learn the first year only, can you do anything else?
Nope.
It's impossible, right?
Yep.
Then you come out down there at 999,000. The time clock went to 1,000,000, you went back to 0. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
So anyway, we got our verse, John 10.
Yep. John 10. Okay, you ready to play?
What? I'm inside. My thing is
that a you're inside yes or you're inside no?
I don't know. You usually tell me what time. This your thing. I'm just talking to my sister. I can't talk to my sister. I can't do it in her world.
Okay. We have about
whoa. You just let me on something. You mean to tell me now, if you knew something that you know I had to have, you wouldn't talk to me? Now, I ain't saying that I knew I had to have it, but you know it, and you know I got to have it. You wouldn't talk to me?
Sure.
Now, at least give me, because I ain't crazy. If I know you come with something I ain't got, you think I'm a savior. That's crazy. I know if you showed me something, I know you got to see it, right? And I don't see it. It's something really, once you do it, you can do it in 5 minutes. But if you don't never do it, how you gonna know it? You just, all that stuff that, anything that's already passed by, it's there, but it can't be there for you. If you got it inside of you, how you gonna be right now? You ain't gonna see it until you come right now. You ain't gonna pop me, how you gonna see it? You got to come towards it on your own pace. It's just me and you. Ain't no 3 people can do nothing unless they work like that graph. They got to work on the same thing. Exactly. One can't bring nothing that's not there. Because it won't work because he can't get there. Okay. Anyway, is it time?
Yes, it's time. Yeah.
Okay, you can, okay. Well, the verse, okay, I'm out there.
All right.
Chapter 10. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice, and he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out. And when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not follow, but will flee from him, for they know not the voice of strangers. This parable spake Jesus unto them, but they understood not what things they were which he spake unto them. Then said Jesus unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. The thief cometh not but for to steal, and to kill, and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd giveth his life for the sheep. But he that is an hireling, and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep, and fleeth. And the wolf catcheth them, and scattereth the sheep. The hireling fleeth, because he is an hireling, and careth not for the sheep. I am the good shepherd, and know my sheep, and am known of mine. As the Father knoweth me, even so know I the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. And other sheep I have, which are not of this fold. Them also I must bring, and they shall hear my voice, and there shall be one fold and one shepherd. Therefore doth my Father love me, because I lay down my life, that I might take it again. No man taketh it from me, but I lay it down of myself. I have power to lay it down, and I have power to take it again. This commandment have I received of my Father. There was a division therefore again among the Jews for these sayings. And many of them said, He hath a devil and is mad. Why hear ye him? Others said, These are not the words of him that hath a devil. Can a devil open the eyes of the blind? And it was at Jerusalem the feast of the dedication, and it was winter. And Jesus walked in the temple in Solomon's porch. Then came the Jews round about him, and said unto him, How long dost thou make us to doubt? If thou be the Christ, tell us plainly. Jesus answered them, I told you, and ye believed not. The works that I do in my Father's name, they bear witness of me. But ye believe not, because ye are not of my sheep, as I said unto you. My sheep hear my voice, and I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand. My Father which gave them me is greater than all, and no man is able to pluck them out of my Father's hand. I and my Father are one. Then the Jews took up stones again to stone him. Jesus answered them, Many good works have I showed you from my Father. For which of those works do ye stone me? The Jews answered him, saying, For a good work we stone thee not, but for blasphemy, and because that thou, being a man, makest thyself God. Jesus answered them, Is it not written in your law, I said, Ye are gods? If he called them gods unto whom the word of God came, and the scripture cannot be broken, say ye of him whom the Father hath sanctified and sent into the world, Thou blasphemest, because I said, I am the Son of God? If I do not the works of my Father, believe me not. But if I do, though ye believe not me, believe the works, that ye may know and believe that the Father is in me, and I in him. Therefore they sought again to take him, but he escaped out of their hand, and went away again beyond Jordan, into the place where John had first baptized, and there he abode. And many resorted unto him and said, John did no miracle, but all things that John spake of this man were true, and many believed on him there.
Okay, great. Thank you. We'll talk to you soon.